Today, Israel and the US just exposed China's biggest military scam ever. This is something that we have to pay very close attention to, because this could be the beginning of the end for the Chinese Communist Party. Everyone, it's great to be with you today as always. I want to share some incredible news with you that I believe could have a massive impact not only on China, but also the world as a whole. United States and Israel, two key allies, have come together in an extraordinary way to expose a massive military scam orchestrated by none other than China. This is a story filled with high stakes, international intrigue, and shocking revelations. And trust me, you are not going to want to miss a single detail. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed as we delve into this jaw-dropping saga together. But before we dive into the details of this expose, let me ask you a question. What do you think is the most important aspect of national security for countries around the world? If you're thinking about military strength, you're not wrong. But what if I told you there's another critical component that often gets overlooked? Enter military technology, the silent force multiplier that can make or break a nation's defense. You see, in today's world, it's not enough for a country to simply have a large military. They must also be equipped with the latest and greatest technology, whether it's advanced fighter jets, cutting-edge cybersecurity systems, or state-of-the-art surveillance technology. Having the right tools for the job can mean the difference between victory and defeat. And that's where China comes in. Over the past few decades, China has become a major player in the global arms market, exporting everything from advanced drones to sophisticated missile systems to nations around the world. On the surface, this might seem like a good thing. A win-win situation where both China and its customers benefit from the exchange. However, what if there was more to this story? What if China's true motive was to use its military technology exports to gain an unfair advantage over its rivals and threaten the very fabric of the international order? That's the question that Israel and the United States are now asking, and their investigation has uncovered some truly shocking answers. In a groundbreaking move that has sent shockwaves across the globe, Israel and the United States have officially exposed a massive military scam perpetrated by the People's Republic of China. This revelation has shed light on a sinister plot that could have had devastating consequences for regional stability and national security. As we unpack the details of this expose, it's important to understand the gravity of the situation. For years, China has been engaged in a campaign of deception and betrayal, all in an effort to gain an upper hand in the global arena. But now the truth is out, and the implications are nothing short of astounding. The heart of the matter lies in China's illicit transfer of sensitive military technology to countries in the Middle East, specifically Iran and Saudi Arabia. These two influential nations have been at the center of a proxy conflict that has destabilized the region for decades. And China, with its cunning tactics, has managed to exploit this divide for its own benefit. By supplying Iran with advanced military equipment such as attack drones, surface-to-surface missiles, and unmanned aerial vehicles, China has tipped the balance of power in a way that threatens to engulf the entire Middle East in chaos. It's a blatant disregard for international norms and a clear violation of the hard-won stability that has held the region together. But China's treachery doesn't end there. Their deceitful actions have extended to Saudi Arabia as well, their largest oil supplier. By providing them with the latest in military technology, China has created a formidable military force that dwarfs that of any other Gulf Cooperation Council member state. This lopsided advantage has raised eyebrows and concerns across the globe. How can China justify arming one side of an already volatile conflict while professing to be a neutral party? The answer, unfortunately, is clear. China's true intentions are not about fostering peace and stability. It's about wielding influence and control. However, their carefully constructed facade has finally begun to crumble, thanks to the joint efforts of Israel and the United States. These two long-standing allies have come together to expose the darkest corners of China's deceit. The evidence they have uncovered is nothing short of astonishing. It paints a picture of a nation that will stop at nothing to advance its own interests, even if it means sacrificing the stability and security of the entire Middle East. But why does China care so much about controlling the Middle East? What is it about this volatile region that has captured their attention? The answer lies in the very foundation of China's own prosperity. China is a nation that relies heavily on imports for its energy needs. In the Middle East, with its vast oil reserves, is a key player in this equation. Controlling the flow of energy in this region gives China the leverage it needs to dictate economic terms on a global scale. It's a strategic masterstroke that has secured their place as a dominant force in international trade. But their ambitions don't stop there. China's insatiable appetite for power extends far beyond the realm of economics. It craves political influence and recognition on the world stage. In the Middle East, they found fertile ground for their expansionist dreams. By aligning themselves with key players in the region, China has positioned itself as a major diplomatic player, capable of shaping the political landscape to its liking. This newfound influence gives them the platform they desire, allowing them to challenge the existing world order and assert their dominance. Why does China feel the need to exert this level of control? What drives their relentless pursuit of power and influence? At the core of this obsession lies a deep-rooted insecurity. China's rapid rise as an economic powerhouse has been met with skepticism and resistance from the West. The United States, with its long-standing military and economic dominance, has viewed China's ascent with suspicion and sought to contain its growth. This perceived threat has fueled China's determination to become self-reliant and powerful, driving them to seek alternative partnerships and secure their interests. The Middle East, with its geopolitical significance and vast resources, has become a critical part of this strategy. As we continue to uncover the intricacies of China's motivations, it's essential to understand the role of domestic politics in shaping their actions. China's authoritarian regime thrives on maintaining control and suppressing dissent. Any perceived threat to their authority could have dire consequences for the nation's stability. To ensure their grip on power, the Chinese Communist Party has resorted to extreme measures, including the use of surveillance technology to monitor and control its citizens. The implications of this are chilling. A nation that practices such tight control within its own borders is unlikely to promote democracy and human rights on the international stage. Instead, they will prioritize their own interests and the security of their regime above all else. China's obsession with control extends to another crucial aspect of their society: intellectual property. Safeguarding their own technological advancements while stifling the progress of others is a key part of their strategy. By limiting access to vital technologies and know-how, China seeks to maintain its competitive edge and prevent other nations from challenging its dominance. This creates a distorted playing field where innovation is stifled and economic growth is unfairly restricted. As we witness the unraveling of China's deceptive tactics, it's crucial to remember the human cost of their actions. The people of the Middle East, caught in the crossfire of this geopolitical struggle, have suffered immensely. Lives have been shattered, families torn apart, and entire communities decimated. It's a tragic reality that underscores the urgency for change and the need for accountability. We must stand in solidarity with the victims of this conflict and call for a peaceful resolution that prioritizes human life and dignity. As the world grapples with the revelations surrounding China's military scam, it's essential to look ahead and consider the path forward. The exposure of such a massive deception calls for swift and decisive action. International condemnation, economic sanctions, and diplomatic isolation are crucial steps towards holding China accountable. It's a collective responsibility of the global community to send a clear message that such behavior will no longer be tolerated. Furthermore, fostering stronger alliances and partnerships is essential in countering China's influence. Working together, nations can pool their resources, share intelligence, and develop strategies to mitigate the threat posed by China's military technology exports. It's through collaboration and unity that we can effectively address this issue and protect our collective security. As we navigate these challenges, it's crucial to remain vigilant and proactive. Continuous monitoring of China's activities, coupled with robust defense and intelligence capabilities, is essential to stay ahead of any potential threats. Investing in research and development, particularly in emerging technologies, will enable us to counter China's military advancements and maintain a strategic edge. Finally, promoting transparency and accountability is paramount in ensuring that China is held responsible for its actions. Encouraging open dialogue, sharing information, and working with international organizations can help expose any further attempts at deception or manipulation. By shining a light on China's activities, we can rally the international community to take collective action when necessary. In conclusion, the joint expose by Israel and the United States regarding China's military scam is a wake-up call for the world. China's deceitful actions and relentless pursuit of power cannot go unchecked. It's imperative that we, the global community, unite and take decisive action to hold China accountable. Through international condemnation, economic sanctions, diplomatic isolation, stronger alliances, continuous monitoring, transparency, and accountability, we can effectively counter China's influence and protect our collective security. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery and insight. And until next time, may we all remain informed, engaged, and committed to creating a better future for ourselves and generations to come. Stay well and take care. God bless you, and remember, never, ever give up.